paz descanse, y mi padre Blue Demon.
But whatever rivalries may have existed in real life, in the movies they were always allies, an unstoppable team opposed to wrongdoers everywhere.
Llamando a Santo.
Aquí Santo.
Santo, ¿me escuchas bien? Santo, ¿me escuchas bien?
Sí.
No los he perdido de vista. Estoy en la carretera.
If you went to see, let's say in England or America, you went to see James Bond or Indiana Jones, and you come out of the theater and you go home and there's Sean Connery and Harrison Ford. Whereas in Mexico, you go to see the movies and it's Santo, Mil Mascaras, Blue Demon. And when you leave the theater, when they leave the movie, they remain Blue Demon and Santo and Mil Mascaras all through life. Everywhere they go, they're not kidding around.
The Incredibly Strange Film Show will continue on TDC TV. Strange Film Show on TDC TV.
Some of Mexico's best-known tourist spots provide the settings for El Santo movies, and the Mummies of Guanajuato is a fine example. The town of Guanajuato boasts a network of underground caverns containing hundreds of mummified corpses. In the film, the dead return to life and terrorized the local population, who quite naturally called in the help of a couple of masked Mexican wrestlers, the Blue Demon and El Mil Mascaras, the man of 1,000 masks.
A ellas.
But even their combined might isn't enough, so it's up to our hero, El Santo, to save the day.
¡Esperen! ¡No disparen! ¡Pueden matar a un inocente! ¡No disparen!
For whatever reason, be it the monsters, the location, or the casting of the three biggest wrestlers in Mexico, The Mummies of Guanajuato is still considered the most popular film of its type ever made. And it's the ending that everyone remembers.
So scene after scene goes by, and the Blue Demon and Mil Mascaras can't finish the mummies off. So just before the very end of the film, El Santo arrives, and he realizes the mummies have to be burnt. So that's what he does, and he's the hero of the film. And that's how people remember him. He was the only one who could deal with the Mummies of Guanajuato.
El único que pudo con las momias de Guanajuato.
Ve por las pistolas que están en el asiento de mi carro. Sí, voy. Toma, Blue. Aquí está Santo. Retrocedan.
even today, 20 years after the film was made, the Blue Demon resents the fact that it was El Santo who saved the day.
Pues en realidad, el que...
Well, the reality of the film is that myself and Mil Máscaras did all the work in fighting the Mummies of Guanajuato.
Muy buena. Por cierto, las momias de Guanajuato existen.
We were there from the start, and what we did was good. So, what I don't like about the film is that El Santo had a very small part, yet he was the hero.
Pero fue el vencedor, y a mí no me pareció, porque efectivamente el de la labor era el Mil Máscaras.
It just doesn't seem right to me. He just turned up at the last minute, and then he pocketed all the glory that we'd earned.
A embolsarse un capítulo que nosotros habíamos fraguado.
Of course, wrestling movies weren't just the domain of El Santo. It was one of his regular directors, Renee Cardona, who launched the hugely popular wrestling women's series in the early 1960s with the film Las Luchadoras contra...
El Médico Asesino.
Thank you. Contra el Médico Asesino. Lorena Velasquez and Elizabeth Campbell played the wrestlers, pitted against a loony brain surgeon intent on creating a new type of creature by mixing the essential organs of humans and animals.
The Mad Doctor! Come on!
The laboratory is going to blow up very soon. There's nothing we can do for this man.
I guess this is the end of the Mad Doctor, then.
You know, it's a shame we couldn't find out his real identity. But he's paid for all his crimes now.
Can you remember the titles of Las Luchadoras series that you made?
Well, no, because I'm an old woman. Well, but anyway, I'm going to make an effort. And it was the titles Las Luchadoras contra la Momia, Las Luchadoras contra el Médico Asesino, and what else? Well, I don't remember.
Did you do the wrestling yourself, or did you have a double?
No, I have a double, and my double was a fatty woman, so I hate her. But anyway, I was just there in the close-ups.
The wrestling women basically would get caught up with some sort of evil nemesis, you know, like some kind of costumed evil Fu Manchu type of character, like the one in Wrestling Women versus the Aztec Mummy, who would eventually take them to the pyramids, where they would finally have a very extreme confrontation with the Aztec Mummy.
Look, he's afraid of fire.
He's a mummy again.
Mama, 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 la momia. Mama, 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 la momia. Azteca, si, es el amigo de muerto. Amigo de muerto, psychedelica, psychedelica, psychedelica. Everybody. Mom, la momia. Mom, la momia. Mom, la momia. Ah.